Instructing students to read in the appropriate direction is a very important part of foundational reading skills. It is essential that the students have a linear directional movement pattern of reading text under control before additional elements of literacy are introduced. Students can learn these patterns through watching adults, modeling explicit instruction, and practicing themselves. There are 8 different complex text movement patterns that need to be mastered by emergent readers. The first one is viewing and reading the left page before the right page. Some students start over here, and it can cause an issue with comprehension. Listen to this. "I have a can of red paint," said Deb. "I want a red house, but I am small and the house is tall." "I can go fast," said Tom. "Look at me." Over here I'm talking about painting a house red, and here I'm talking about going fast. Those are 2 different things. So if a reader is just reading about a race, and they turn and attend to this page first, they won't be able to comprehend the story. The second complex text movement pattern is attending to the top of the page before attending to the bottom and reading downward. So some students will start here. "Look at me," said Tom. "I can go fast." Sometimes it makes sense, like that did, but if you go over here, "The house is tall, but I am small and..." That doesn't make much sense. The third complex text movement pattern is moving from the left to the right across the line of text. Some students may read the words, "I can go fast," but their finger will go this way. "I can go fast." And that doesn't make much sense for fingers matching up with the words. The next complex text movement pattern is returning back to the left of the next line of print. For example, over here, students can start, "I can go fast," and then maybe they travel down here, "Tom said." Sometimes that makes sense, but over here it would not. "I have a can of," Deb said, "paint red." That would not make sense. So students need to learn to, after finishing one line, attend back to the left and start again. The next complex text movement pattern is utilizing the spaces to focus on word sectioning. So the spaces here allows the reader to see that there are 4 words in my first line, so their finger should point 4 times at those different words. The next complex text movement pattern is attending left to right across the word. So students need to know they need to look first left, then right, and go that way when they're reading with their eyes. The last one is knowing where and how to find the first and last letter of a word. So students need to know that they need to be able to identify the F as the first letter and the T as the last letter of the word fast. The end goal of all of these complex text patterns is to get the student to be able to scan every letter fluently in sequence from the first to the last without any errors. Teaching these movement patterns depends on the skill of the emergent reader. It is important that text movement patterns are demonstrated and modeled in a precise and deliberate manner. These books are designed with varying level of difficulty. When there are words on only the left side of this page spread, like here, it allows the child to know exactly where they need to start on this side. However, this book is more complex because there is text on both pages, so the child needs to know to attend to the left page before they attend to the right page. This book is also more complicated because there are multiple lines of text. The child knows they need to start at the top left part and move across before going down to the next line on the left again to continue on with reading. In this video, you will see me use modeling in addition to hand-over-hand assistance to make the student aware in the correct direction of print. I also use a starting signal, such as this red dot here, to make the child more aware of where his finger needs to start for reading at the top left of the page. It is ideal to use these signals when a child is struggling to find the starting point and to move it away from them as soon as possible, as soon as he gains some control over the top left starting position of reading a text. Using a reading finger allows the eyes and brain to attend to different parts of the text. When a child becomes more advanced, a finger may inhibit their reading skills, so it is best to take that away when they are ready for it. When we start reading a book, we start at the top left of the text. On this page, we're going to start at the red dot. That is the top left of the page. We put our reading finger at the red dot. This red dot tells your brain, your eyes, and your finger where to start reading. Watch me point with my reading finger to the red dot to show where my reading finger and eye should be when I read. You try it. When I read my text, I start at the top left and I move across my line this way. Try that. We're going to try again. This time we're going to read. So put your finger at the red dot and use your reading finger to read the 3 words as you move along.
Spring is here.
Great job. Let's try on this next page. Show me with your reading finger where we should start. That's right, we start at the top left of the page. Use your reading finger to move across the line and read the words.
Baby lamb is here.
I liked how you used your reading finger to follow the words as you read. Let's try on our next page. Our next page has 2 lines of text. We start in the same place at the top left, right here. We read our words across the page, and then when we get to the end, do you know where we go?
Back to the left.
Yes, we start on the left again. So my finger will move like this. Watch this. You try moving your finger like that. Start at the top left. Great job. All right, we're going to try this time reading. So get your reading finger in the right spot and read the words.
Baby lamb is hungry. Ba 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 ba.
On this page, we have 3 lines of text. So after we end here, we go back to the left and we read. When we reach the end, we go back to the left again and read. Show me with your reading finger where you start. We start at the top left of the page. Show me with your reading finger where we start. We start at the top left, you're right. Use your finger and show me how you're going to point to the first line of text. Go ahead and read it with your finger. Make sure you're not covering the words so you can see it. All right, let's try that again. This time we're going to read the words.
Mother sheep is here.
Keep going.
Here I am. Baby lamb.
Nice job. You read with your finger moving across the line of text.